The next aspect of the habit cycle is the routine, or I guess kind of the actual habit itself. So the trigger happens, you do the habit, it becomes routine. And this is where we talk about the importance of automating.
In this case, would be where we talk about some sort of automated tool like a Mint or YNAB, bro, you know that one. What does it stand for?
YNAB?
You need a budget.
You need a budget.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah. And so it's just really taking the mental energy out of it. And so for me, basically, I only ever spend on credit cards because every credit card is linked to Mint so that every transaction is then displayed on Mint. I don't have to go in and manually enter anything into a spreadsheet. It's automated. And you can even automate the goals. You can set a goal and then each transaction filters into the budget or goal category automatically on its own. You don't have to shift things around. And so it's really just taking time away from that activity and giving it back to you to do what you want.
Yeah, and that's really the point of all of this budgeting and saving and having good habits, is that you want to be putting some money away for some future goal that is really important to you. And the more you can automate that, the better. So most of us do that through our 401ks, straight out of our paychecks. Most of us are not saving enough, so you should probably save a little bit more. Same can be done for college savings accounts, your emergency fund. If you know you have to buy a car in 3 years, you can start setting a little bit on the side. The more you automate that, if it's going to those accounts and you can't touch those easily, that takes care of a lot of what could happen if you want to make that spontaneous purchase. You may do it, but you know that you're saving enough for your goals, so it's okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
So just remind me again, what all can I automate? I know I can automate bill paying. I can automate my 401k. What else can I automate?
Those are the important ones. I mean, any sort of cash transfer, so your bills, and that's good too, right? Because we talked about credit score. If you miss too many bills, then your credit score goes down. Savings.
Yeah, I mean, I think some weirder ones that you can't really think often of is if your company offers like a flexible spending account, the healthcare portion of it could be sectioned off. It's really just creating buckets and having the money directed there automatically. So it doesn't necessarily have to be savings, but the expense even could be its own bucket, and you just automatically apply it there, and then the rest is discretionary.
So let's talk about holding yourself accountable, because that also needs to be part of your routine as well. And Rick, hi Rick, as we were in our planning meeting, he talked about the Jerry Seinfeld method. Can we call it that?
I think that's what it's called. At least that's how I saw the headline.
Okay, so the Jerry Seinfeld method for building better routines is you get a huge piece of paper and you write a huge calendar on it, and whatever habit you want to establish, you do it, and every time you do it, you put a mark or an X through that day. And then eventually what you have is a series of X's, and what you don't want to do is break the chain. And so seeing visually up on your wall that you have successfully gone 2 weeks without breaking your habit apparently is a very successful way to maintain a habit. So Jerry Seinfeld did it because he wanted to write every day. Is that correct? He wanted to get in the habit of writing more often?
I think that was it, yeah.
Yeah, the comedian asked him for secrets of success, and he said, you got to write a joke every day. And so you just write your joke and you put that X, and then as you build them up, you're building momentum. And you don't want to break it. You have inertia, it becomes part of your routine.
Yeah, so that's one way to set accountability. What's another way?
Well, there is the accountability buddy.
We're stealing the name from South Park. Getting an accountability buddy.
Right. Well, so peer pressure is a big deal. Like you may have read that some people will tweet their weight or tweet their debt or tweet their spending. And that's a big part of it. I'm sure I've mentioned that when I first started losing weight here at the Motley Fool, the in-house trainer took a picture of me without my shirt on, and he said he's going to show it at a company meeting if I did not exercise 3 times a week for 3 months. So the public shame aspect of that kind of kept me accountable. So
Has he
you're all
seen your
looking at me, you're like,
costumes?
no.
I just
your Halloween costumes?
getting back.
How is that shameful to you?
Getting back. That was what I was
But
going to say. Getting back to your Halloween costume where you were essentially naked.
Yeah, but I also weighed like 30 pounds more back then.
I should tell our listeners. So for Halloween this year, Robert Brokamp, personal finance expert, trusted man around the Fool, decided to go as Princess Leia in her Jabba the Hutt slave costume. So imagine Princess Leia wearing her little, metal bikini, and then just imagine a grown man wearing that around the office.
Yeah, don't imagine it. That's not good.
Imagine it. It can be everyone's nightmare.
We can show you the pictures.
I'll just point out I weighed 30 pounds more than I do now back when I started that. So, and it's one thing to be like, I'm funny, I'm wearing a costume. It's another thing being like, hey, look at the fat guy up there on the screen.
But it worked. It worked.
But it worked.
Because you're like, I gotta get into my bikini body.
I'm working on my Leia body.
Well, and it works in reverse too, because if you look really good, then you get compliments, and that also adds to that peer pressure element where then you don't want to lose it. You don't want to backslide. So once you establish that, the peer pressure element really kicks in.
Shout out to Tracy Dahl, who at Foolapalooza said that my arms were looking fit.
Nice. And I agree.
Hey, thanks. You can't see them right now, but that like made my weekend.